Hey, what's going on, everyone? We are back. We are back. We are back. I'm so super duper excited for another epic, just my opinion review episode of Alien Earth. Guys, we are talking episode, this is 4, called Observation. An Unexpected Connection is formed while a covert plot puts everyone in danger. Lamont, what did you think about this fire show, episode 4? Let us know, sir. Let us know.
Fire can't be contained. Like the Incredible Hulk, loved every minute. It wasn't a lot of action in this. It was a whole lot of exposition. But I
Mhm.
mean, when you're a good writer, damn it, you can make exposition good. And this was some of the best exposition we've seen on TV this season. Shouts out
Yeah.
to them. And shouts out to the score, B. Avery. There was a scene where they had the most creepiest music when people was
Mhm.
entering into a room. That was so fly. Chef Kiss, man. I see big things in y'all's future with this show.
Oh yeah, definitely. I loved it as well, man. It just gets better and better. What I really did like about it, like you said, the exposition, a lot of the characters were just so blunt and honest and
Mhm.
transparent and just
Yep.
straightforward. It's like, look, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about Adam Irons right here. When he gave that line to Joe Hermit, just like, let me make this clear. There is no universe to where you can take your sister, Marcy, Wendy, home. She is our property. You are our employee. It's a lifetime contract. If you want to quit, okay, it's a private island. We'll have to send you on a private shuttle, for security reasons. But we'll bill you, or you can work with us and tend to your sister. She's not a human. Yada 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 yada. Heard. I was just like, God dang, this is crazy. But at the same time, Lamont, I ain't
Mhm.
really mad at him either. He not wrong. I mean, his sister would be dead if it was not for their technology. So he kind of throwing you a bone here, like you could get no sister interactions at all. But if you're gonna get your sister interaction, just work for us. And you was working for us anyway. So I just thought that was ice cold, but I respect it. What are your thoughts there?
First of all, Homeboy is like he's like Bruce Wayne's butler, only a little bit more colder version. That's all I could keep thinking about with him. He's doing the bidding of the kid trillionaire, and he's talking to Wendy's brother, who is obviously now motivated to have his sister back in his life. Wendy continues to be motivated by her brother and their struggle to, I guess, get to a place of safety. He reminded Joe that they replaced his lung and that if you leave
Yeah,
us, you're going to be paying for that lung the rest of your life. Well,
yeah.
B. Avery, you know I'm a fighter. I'm a man of the people. I'm a democratic person. And he didn't ask for that damn lung. Y'all put it in there anyway. You didn't have
That's
to take
true.
his lung out. It was absolutely nothing wrong with his lung. You took it out so you could
Wait,
give it
wait.
to the damn alien.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Would he
No,
still be alive? What, or if they didn't do that? But keep going.
B. Avery, you saw what happened on this episode where that alien got his comeuppance from eating that man's lung. He would be alive. Now, the wounds that they sewed up, that's a different story. But the lung, he would still be alive. So no, I'm standing with Joe. I'm Team Wendy, Team Joe, even though Joe didn't have a choice. It wasn't a lot he could do. The only ace in the hole he has is that Wendy loves him, and she's probably the most powerful thing right now on this island because she has become the mother of dragons, the mother of aliens, the Khaleesi, if this was Game of Thrones, of the xenomorphs. But the problem be Avery, the xenomorph is not the most powerful thing that they brought from space, and we're gonna talk about my little friend later.
You really, or do you want to talk about him now? Because I'm curious. It's up to you, though.
We can talk about I Octo right now if you want to. That's my
Okay,
nickname for it.
let's hold on that Octo,
Okay.
because
Okay.
I have some things to say to myself about that little creature. I will ask you. Last episode, towards the end, we was talking about how is Wendy Marcy connected to these aliens, and there was a
Mhm.
question mark over our head. We find out at the very beginning how she's able to do it, how she's able to not think of her voice as a voice, but of a like no, it's a loudspeaker. and she's able to project it. What did you think about that, man? Are you cool with that answer, that revelation, or were you looking for something else?
No, this is kind of how I thought it would go down because I watched the original Aliens with Sigourney Weaver, and as much as they was trying to kick her butt, one of them kind of seemed like it had a thing for Sigourney Weaver, and this is pretty much our new Sigourney Weaver, almost same haircut, same hair color, same height, same build, all that good stuff in Wendy. And so I'm perfectly cool with it. And this just makes Wendy more dangerous, B. Avery, because not only is she a synthoid with all these great powers, and we did learn a weakness of hers if you
What's
paid
that?
attention. The weakness is she has an ion battery that she has to charge. So you take her ass somewhere where that battery can't charge, she can fall the hell out and be done. And that is something that we need
Mhm.
to know because if she gets mad with everybody on this island, not only can she whip everybody, but now she's got an army of aliens, xenomorphs, that's going to be at her command. So you better start figuring out how you can stop Wendy. Even though she's still my favorite character, you always got to be like Batman and consider her weaknesses.
I'm gonna push back a little bit. I don't think that that's gonna be some type of Achilles heel that's gonna hold her back in this season. I could be wrong, and you could be right, but I don't
Mhm.
think they. I don't think they're going to try to exploit that. While she's in combat or to seize the day or whatever. Whoever's trying to come out on top, because he said that she can power that. Cavalier said she can power a city or something for like 2 years or something. You know,
Yeah.
um, I could be wrong, but I don't know. Maybe she's gonna get the power taken out of her. We'll see. You mentioned dangerous though. Oh no, actually before we go there, I did like that. I mean, it's cool. I forgot his name. The husband, what Dame's husband, the other scientist, Arthur
Mhm.
Sylvia. I do like him. This gentleman right here. Let me go ahead and pull up an image for you guys. How do you feel about his character? Do you like him, or where you at with him?
Yeah, I like him. He's noble.
Yeah, yeah,
He's got morals, he's noble, and he's starting to kind of, he was hired to do a job, but he's seeing where ethics, morality, and the threat of destruction is coming into place because the boy genius is just getting out of pocket. And
yeah,
I really respect him bringing his wife, who's a scientist, pulling her to
yeah.
the side, like, babe, this is bigger than us. I love you and I want to protect you, but this could cause an issue with humanity.
And
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 I respect
I have a lot to say about that scene, but before we go there, and you're doing good. I hate to cut you off, but what I was going to say is when they're here in this scene, I like the fact that the brother and him are taking up for Wendy, even though she
me
can't
too.
speak for herself. I don't know. I got a kick out of them, just like she needs to break. This is too much. Just chill out. She's not going nowhere. She's listening. Let's just let her rest for a little bit. That just stood out to me. That just makes me like their characters that much more. And also the fact, like, I'm with Cavalier. I don't like Cavalier, but I did agree with him in this scene because they're like, turn it off, and they're like, both Wendy and Cavalier said no at the same time. Cavalier like, wait a minute, she can hear an alien language, and you want to turn it off, and she not
Right.
complaining. What is wrong with you? So I
Mhm.
was like, yeah, Cavalier, you're right there. And then on top of that, Wendy agreed with it too. Like, how do you feel about that?
I'm torn because while the
Mm.
scientist in me agrees with it, Cavalier should also be scared as hell of it. Because at the end of the day, if she can control and speak to these species, and she's already a synthoid dude, she is going to be way too powerful for you to do anything with. And we're seeing that she has a conscious mind of her own, a
Mhm.
discerning mind of her own. She loves her brother. When things go haywire, she's not calling Cavalier. She's not calling the other three people in that room. She's calling for her brother. That's what she's calling for. So that's a human trait. That's not a synthoid trait. And
Yeah.
if Cavalier don't watch it, well, let me even jump on Wendy because she's my favorite character so far. I'm afraid of her, B. Avery, because not only she has all these powers, but she has a curiosity about these things. And sometimes curiosity can kill the cat. And
Yes.
I'll leave it at that.
I like that. Bars. I like it. You know what I'm saying? And you said you're afraid of Wendy. I'm not afraid of Wendy. But you know who I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of two people. The first one being Curly, right here. I
I'm
think,
afraid of her.
yeah,
She's devious, bro, and
yeah,
she
yeah.
does not like being second to Wendy.
She does not. She does not. And why? And she was put up to the test, and she failed by Cavalier. Cavalier was like, "Hey, can you hear those sounds too? Can you hear the frequencies?" I think so. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me the truth. No, I can't. Aha! Wendy's special. You know, she over there's like, "Oh yeah, this stupid bitch."
B,
Ugh.
do you think? Did you ever think that she could be lying? Did that ever cross your mind?
It did not. That like lying as far as she could hear the frequency.
Yes,
I don't think so. I don't think she's lying because I think if she could hear, she would want to let everybody know so she can be on the same level of Wendy and impress Cavalier and win him over.
I agree.
Oh, you agree? Okay, okay.
I agree with that because he basically shut her down and said, "Wendy is learning the alien language, bitch. All you doing is learning
It's not a
French."
French, yeah. He is rude, man. He is rude as hell. But you right with that. He
Look,
was
he's
wrong.
playing the hell out of that character. Shout
Yeah,
out to that actor for having the demeanor of a rich, entitled prick, billionaire young dude. He is nailing it out the park.
yeah, man. That's not. That was slightly. Where's my picture of Cavalier? There we go. Yeah, he's doing a great job. But you're afraid of Wendy. I said I'm afraid of Curly. But there's somebody else that I'm even more afraid of Curly.
Me
That
too.
is Nibs. Nibs is
Oh
not
Lord. Oh
messing
Lord.
around, man. She is
Bruh.
traumatized, bro. You was talking
Bruh.
about the eye octopus thing, man. It attacked her. Mind you, this is a child. This is a little girl. Okay.
Mm.
A few years older than baby L. So imagine an alien octopus squid monster about to attack you. It's gonna deal with you, man. You got this new body that don't make sense. She was about to kill Dame. I don't want to talk about it. Dame should have listened and shut her mouth, you know. But she kicked the. It should have been the first one right there when she put the book in your face and she did the axe kick to the floor. And then you want to keep talking about it, and she did the Jason Bourne jump across the room. I was like, my goodness, why is the kill switch across the room under the desk, Lamont? You need to have that hole in your watch. You need to have that in your mouth and your tooth. You can just bite down. Help me. What good is
You damn right.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
You,
I'm
bro,
crazy,
you got to have access to the kill switch even in the damn shower naked. It
bruh,
needs to be a contact lens or something, bro.
bruh.
You
Blink,
cannot
blink. Yeah, man.
blink twice if she's
Yeah.
deadly. Blink
Yes,
once if she's
yes,
scary. Like,
yes, yes. My guy, my guy. What did you think about
bro.
Nibs, man? What you think about Nibs this episode?
I gotta say something creepy about all of them. So they took these kids, conscious being, they put them in these grown women, and all these actresses are beautiful. But the one that we're talking about right now, she's beautifully crazy,
Yeah,
scary, beautifully crazy, scary,
yeah.
and we are seeing that they put these synthoids, and some people are referring to them as not human, but be Avery, they all keep exhibiting human traits. This chick has mental health crisis at this point, be Avery. She
Yeah.
is fully traumatized by Otto I. And I can't wait till we talk about him because I got a lot to say about him. She is traumatized by this thing, and it's causing her to lash out in the way that someone who is definitely afraid of something would behave. Think about people who are claustrophobic. You start talking about putting them in the closet, they beat your ass. Hence Storm from the X-Men, or someone who doesn't like getting near water.
Yeah.
You start talking about we're going to put you on the Titanic, they whip your ass. And this girl is very dangerous. And B, there's one more person we got to put on the list of scary dangerous. But
Who
she
was that? Who was
she is
that?
crazy as a bag of cats for real.
Who was that?
The daddy of all these synthoids, he is crazy.
The
And
daddy of
and
the
I
Kirsch?
yes, I Curse, yes.
Okay, okay,
Curse,
okay,
Curse is
okay.
dangerous, bro. He knows something. he knows something.
Really? I'm not. I'm
Oh
still
yeah.
Team Kirsch over here. I'm still Team Kirsch.
No,
I'm.
oh no, I'm not saying I'm against him. I'm saying he's dangerous. Like
Oh, okay,
if
okay,
anybody gets in his way,
yeah,
he might be the one that know how to shut down everybody except for Wendy.
yeah. My before also with Nibs, she also thinks she pregnant, bro. What's up with that?
I
What
just
is up
said
with that?
mental health.
Yeah,
It's not even mental health month, but we're seeing mental health.
yeah,
This bee is crazier than a bag of cats. And
yeah,
then she's playing with a nail filer. What she need with a nail filer, B? She's a synthoid.
yeah.
What we doing? What we
You know,
doing?
I do like the way Dame played it though when the guards came in. I
She
wonder what a
better.
level 3 is. She didn't like, she played it cool, like, hey, I got a meeting. So they're gonna escort you to the room, and she
Mhm.
left calm. I don't think she knew. Secure the room, let your supervisor know we have a level 3, they will know what's going on. So I wonder if we're gonna find out what a level 3 is. But yeah, so the two people, well, you got your danger list is Kirsch and Wendy, and mine is Nibs and Curly. So we're going to see how that play out. The auto eye, since that's
Oh
the
boy.
thing that traumatized Nibs. What you got on the auto eye? That thing, poor goat, poor goat. Jeez, Louise, that looked like it was painful. Where you at on that, man? Where you at?
Bruh, you talk about
Or
things on the
sheep?
other
Was it
show.
sheep?
Sheep, goat, whatever it was a sheep. You talk about things on the other show that was creepy. I was sitting there watching it in real time saying there is no way they about to let Otto Eye really fuck with this goat. And boy did they.
Yeah,
And then we start to learn more about this thing's power, his parasitic powers. B.
yeah,
Avery, he gets inside your eye socket, attaches to your brain, and is able to get into your conscious the same way they're implanting consciousness into these synthoids. So
yeah.
imagine if this same creature is able to get into a synthoid. B,
Mm,
that is the most
mm.
dangerous thing on this show. That auto
Well,
eye is the most dangerous.
I'm thinking it has to be an organic being. What you think about
I don't
that?
know. No, because you saw the way he was trying to attack Curly. It
You're
ain't
right,
probably got
you're
to be
right,
an
you're right,
organic
you're
being.
right, you're
I,
right,
m- I
you're right,
mean, dude,
you're right,
he
you're
was
right,
trying his best to get to
you're
her
right,
face.
you're right.
And if this thing can plug into organic and inorganic beings and
Yeah,
use electrons to get knowledge, imagine what happens when he gets all this computer knowledge of the human age, the human experience, and everything we go through. It's going to be hard to deal with him. That is the most dangerous creature on the island, and hence my MVP. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all now that creature is my MVP of the episode.
right on. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Y'all let us know if y'all agree or disagree if you have an MVP of the episode. I do want to go back though to Dame and her husband. I keep forgetting his name, Arthur. When he took her to the side, man, I appreciate what he said, especially at the end. Like, I need you to listen to me, not as a scientist, but as your husband. We
Mhm.
constantly crossing the boundaries of morals here. And I didn't even think about it the way he put it. He was like, okay, at best, we got 6 AI bots walking around. At worst, we kill 6 kids. And I was
Right.
like, damn, that's gonna look horrible on a headline. You know.
Mhm.
I want them to make it. I feel like he's gonna die by the end of this
Oh, definitely.
season. I don't want it to happen, but he's out of there, Lamont. He's
Oh,
not making it.
B, if anybody watched our last review, we called out people that was going to die. He was definitely on the list before I even knew he was her husband. He's
Mm,
dead. He's good as
yeah.
gone.
Okay. Okay. Um what is I'm gonna call him Nichols. What is not that is not his name. Slightly. Is Slightly
It's
gonna
like,
die. I like Slightly.
yeah, he's
But
dead.
I don't like the fact that Morrow is taking advantage of this young boy. But he's threatening his mama. Damn, Lamont. There's not much you can do other than what they say when they got your mom in the palm of in your hands. That is I don't know, bro. What you think's gonna happen? How you feel about Morrow and how gung ho he is in completing this mission for whatever reason? It's heartbreaking, sir. But that's how I feel. How do you feel? about that.
I'll give another nod to the writers. Someone has spent a whole lot of time around child predators because that's what Morrow Ass is. He is a child predator. He is R. Kelly on an
Mm,
alien show. He
mm.
went and did the Pied Piper song to Slightly to be his friend and then got him laughing and shit and wind up being able to manipulate him to do his bidding. And when Slightly was like, I can't do it. That's what predators do. When you tell a predator you can't do what they need you to do, especially these child predator types, then they'll all of a sudden want to try to lay down the law and get tough, knowing that you don't have enough experience in life to decipher how to get through a tough situation. So he goes and grabs the boy's mama. The first thing he should have done was tell Kirsch, who is
Yeah,
listening
yeah,
to everything
yeah.
anyway,
I was
ladies
gonna
and
wait to say that.
gentlemen, and testing the boy and testing him. He tested him in the very beginning when he heard him, and he basically told Kirsch, "It's just my friend or someone that would be what would make me act." Well, now it's your mama, and you still not acting. I just wonder how far would they go with this. And tomorrow, I am officially done with Morrow forever on this show. There's no coming back from this. Uh oh. Uh
I gotta,
oh.
I gotta, I
That's
gotta
the
pull
that's
out.
the.
I gotta pull out a U just for
Uh
that
oh.
statement. My own notepad.
Oh
My
Lord.
own notepad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guys, if y'all don't know about the notepad, Lamont. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. Okay, so what's today's date? So no, this comes out on Tuesday. Well, this is 8/24. We're
August
recording this. Lamont
24th.
said he
Yeah.
done tomorrow. All right. I'm gonna put that there, asterisk. There's a reason why I'm making a big deal about that. We'll talk about
Oh, I
at
know.
the end of
I
this
know. I'm sitting here saying
review.
I just done
I
screwed
want. I
myself.
ain't saying nothing yet. I ain't saying nothing yet. But Cavalier though, he is an a-hole for real, because he playing the sides, man. He playing Joe's side. Then he going to Marcy, to Wendy. He's like, yeah, your brother. Do you think we should keep him? You know, you think he's a good employee? Why would you say that to the sister? You know, like I didn't like that at the end. That really did that bothered me. Um, you think the octopus is gonna break out and kill somebody as being a goat?
Yes. That think of that octopus, ladies and gentlemen, for all my comic book fans. Think of that Otto Eye as the symbiont Venom. He's going to find the best host possible and keep looking for the best host possible till he finds a host that he feels like is the most adequate host, indestructible, that can't nobody do nothing with him. He's going to leech off that thing until he can't leech from it no more. And that's what Otto Eye is going to do. That sheep can't offer him that much more. So he's getting off that sheep and he's going to get on something more powerful.
How do you feel about Toodles?
I feel nothing about Toodles. I mean, that name is crazy as F. It's almost like I'm saying bye bye. Toodles. I don't know what to make of Toodles other than he's curious too. And what do we say about curiosity? It
Yeah,
can kill you.
it can. And where is that's the last episode. I had a picture of Slightly, but I don't know what happened to him. But he was feeling some type of way when they went outside and they was fellowshipping, explaining the situation that they was in, the transition as Joey is getting to know the other hybrids. But Toodles was like, no, not Toodles. Slightly was like, hey man, what is he doing here? This is my brother. I got brothers too. I want to see him. That ain't fair. That I understand where he's coming from, but it was hater energy, and that's not good. He was very envious, and envy turns to jealousy, jealousy turns to hate, all that. And then we already have Slightly communicating with Morrow, which and you feel is there's no recovery from that character. Do you feel that Slightly is going down a dark path of no return as well, or no? And redeeming
Well,
before my
when I
bad,
saw
but
that,
yeah, go ahead.
I think that Slightly can redeem himself because he hasn't slipped too far
Mhm.
just yet. but he's going down that path of he's about to make the biggest enemy of his life because the way the camera angles was panning, the way they were showing slightly looking with contempt for Wendy's brother. I think that the hostage that he's going to try to get in front of the egg, the human, is going to be Wendy's
Oh,
brother. And when Wendy finds that out,
oh wow. So
did I say something I
no,
wasn't
no,
supposed
you
to say?
good. I was just yeah, you good.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
going.
Yeah, I think that that's going to be the hostage body that he's going to try to put in front of the egg, Wendy's human brother, and that is going to cause a rift if he's able to execute that plan to try to get his mother back. Because he was, like you said, he was angry. He was very emotional for him to be a synthoid that they claim is not a human.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was very emotional
true,
about his
true.
mom. And you had some other people chiming in that, yeah, I would like to see my family. Then you had others saying, I don't want to see my family. And I think that if they want to see their family, it should be their choice of seeing their family. So I agree with that. But you can clearly see that he put a mark on Wendy's brother, and somehow, some way, I told you, Wendy's brother has been surviving for a reason, and he'll probably be the one whose face is going to be in front of one of those
Yeah,
eggs.
I never thought about that, man. That's quite interesting. We're gonna see. I can't wait to see this confrontation though between the hybrids, the cyborgs, the humans, and the synths. Because mind you, Kirsch has been listening to this whole conversation, like you mentioned earlier. So the
Hmm.
crap is really gonna hit the fan. And at the end of the episode, Lamont, we see what happens when that baby went into the lung of Joe, popped out the little baby alien. First of all, I love the cinematography. I love the effects. The images look good. Yeah, Wendy is the alien and Wendy gonna be best friends now? I mean, it did come from Joe's body. What do you think about that? The ending here.
Like I said, she is now the
Mother
mother of
Dragon.
dragons. She's the Khaleesi. She's the Khaleesi of this series now. She is going to be the alien xenomorph whisperer, and Cavalier is going to try to use her, and it's going to backfire. As simple as that.
Already. Oh, is your final thoughts, sir?
That's it. My MVP, Octo Eye. Y'all better watch out for
Okay.
him. And then let me leave people with this thought too. They've got about five different specimens of foreign alien objects, alien organisms on this thing. Nobody has ever said that these alien organisms can get
Mhm.
along with each other. So we could eventually see a fight amongst these alien organisms. And if I'm putting my money on anything, it's Auto Eye that I'm putting my money on if I got to put my money on anything. Because nobody said that these things get along. And now that we know Wendy can talk to one group of them, she might be leading the army of those xenomorphs against the other bad alien species that's on this in this
You're
island.
saying exactly what I want to hear. Those your final thoughts, sir? These are my
That's it.
final thoughts. I cannot wait to talk to you about episode 5. Y'all, episode
Oh Lord.
5 is the best of the season so far, by far.
What?
And you said I wrote down one thing you said, and it just, you're gonna be happy. I can't wait to talk about it. When I finished episode 5, I hit up E-Man immediately. I'm like, bruh, this show is amazing. He was like, yes. So y'all think y'all ain't seen nothing yet. It is going down like Bobby Brown in H-Town for episode 5, and I can't wait.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
boys and girls, we want to thank you so much for tuning in to our recap review of Alien Earth Season 1, Episode 4, titled Observation. We will be here same time, same place next week for Episode 5, like I said. And what is the episode called? In Space, No One. An outer space vessel in peril leads to a dangerous reckoning. Like I said, it is going down. If you're watching this on my channel, please subscribe to. Oh, let me pull it back up. Please subscribe to Lamont's channel. If you're watching this on Lamont's channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'm excited, Lamont. I'm loving the show, bro. I'm loving the show, man.
Me too.
I'm loving the show, and I can't wait to talk to you about episode 5. But guys, we're gonna head out of here. So before we go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, That's Lamont. And that's just our opinion. Peace out. And we'll see you next time.